Good evening and welcome to a very special edition of AB Talks. You join me here at the grand opening of the Time Out Market at Souk Al Baha in the shadow of the Burj Khalifa, and I am joined by a very special guest, the CEO of the Time Out Group, Julio Bruno. Julio, what a night. You must be very proud this evening.
I am so proud, so happy. Thank you. Thank you for having me here and having what an incredible night. And the weather tonight is also incredible. So we have the perfect night for everybody.
So, at the best of times, this would be an incredibly exciting moment. But coming off the back of coronavirus, how pleased are you to be at any restaurant opening, venue opening, let alone your own massive opening?
Well, I just arrived from London a couple of days ago. First trip that I had in a year almost a year. Obviously, I'm vaccinated. I'm wearing this all day long. And coming to Dubai is like suddenly my paradigm has shifted. He says, what is this now? Not only am I in an incredible city like Dubai is, and I've been here many times, but opening the most incredible, 40,000 square feet Time Out Market in the world. We are still like just building. You can see I don't know if you have noticed, the biggest logo in the world is coming up tomorrow. It's like 20 meters big. And everything is happening as we talk. And just now in the Burj Al Khalifa, where you saw the biggest, canvas of the world with Time Out coming out. I'm very, very humbled to be here, very proud that we are here. And I've been eating a little bit tonight. The food is amazing. Amazing.
Now, before the doors even open tonight, particularly with COVID, you guys must have gone on a massive journey. Just talk us about the logistical challenge of creating this with the pandemic going on.
Well, first we have a wonderful team led by Didier Souliac, who is the CEO of the Time Out Market, and his team with Joao Cepeda, founder and creative director, Sumindi, our CMO, so many people, Sandy, who is the general manager here. The logistical challenge when you have 17 of the best chefs of Dubai here, you have 40,000 square feet of food hall, what we call it a food and cultural market. You have 3,000 square feet of incredible terrace overlooking the Dubai fountains, which is the most incredible show. You should show that right opposite the Burj Khalifa. It has been over 2 years of work, finding through our Time Out Dubai, the editors, the editorial curation, finding the best chefs of every type of food that is made in Dubai that is so special. And then obviously building this, designing this, working with Emaar, our partner here in Dubai. It has been an incredible, at least 24 months, but it's an incredible, today seeing this achievement is fantastic.
Now, you started this project before the pandemic came in.
Yes.
Was there any point where you guys thought, we need to pull the plug on this? And if not, what kept that faith alive that you would get to tonight?
Well, it's true. We closed our markets around the world in March 16. We reopened them in the summer, only to close them again in like December because of local restrictions. But all along, the Time Out Market Dubai project was happening. It was in the background. Okay, we will open when COVID is gone. We will open after COVID. We always thought that, COVID was going to be faster, the recovery that it has been. But, opening now, obviously following the regulations. Today we have just, as restrictions in terms how many people we can have here. But it has been, how our team sees it around the world. This is like the new beginning. And Time Out Market Dubai marks that moment where we are turning the corner. I know we haven't yet, but vaccinations are happening. I'm already vaccinated in the UK. And you're seeing the beginning of the end. And it is a perfect moment that we are in Dubai, where you can see around the city is vibrant.
Yeah.
I was impressed when I came here, and I saw so many, obviously everybody wearing a mask, etc., and social distancing. But to see this vibrant city, Dubai is always an incredible, exciting city. But to see it here, coming from London, where we are still in lockdown, it's kind of, wow. It opened my mind as well as saying, okay, this is back to normal.
I mean, I was going to come on to that question. We often at Arabian Business talk to international investors, and the one message we keep getting back is we believe in Dubai, we believe in the UAE, we believe in the resilience of this place and also the response to coronavirus. How much confidence does that give you moving forward when you've arrived into Dubai and you look around and you see that vibrancy?
This region, it was so important. Today, in my team, they were telling me, "Well, Julio, we have opened, 7 markets around the world in the USA, in Europe, but now we come to the Middle East. This, Dubai, makes it truly global." That's how they told me. Dubai is one of the most visited cities in the world.
Yeah.
On any one year, what do you have? 24 million visitors at least, or 48, before COVID. I mean, it's one of the most visited cities in the world. And it's an incredible city. As I said, I have been coming to the city for over 20 years, and it's amazing. So clearly being here, it makes the Time Out brand even more global than we already are. And obviously Time Out Dubai, our partners with ITP Media, has been here, for many years working with us. And well, you can see the result. If you come here, you're gonna find the best chefs of the city under one roof.
Now, it's an interesting question that I've heard a few times. Do you think the fact that we've gone through an enforced period of lockdown, we've had the nightlife taken away from us, do you think that's kind of reignited our appetite to be out, to spend time out?
Well, obviously we are called Time Out, right? And let's say we help people going out better. Yes, there is what we call in the UK the pent-up demand.
Yeah.
Is there? You can see talking to people today. They are all waiting for the cities of the world to open.
Yeah.
And clearly in Dubai, we have a lot of the local tourism and national tourism that is coming here. And some of the international tourism is also coming, within constraints that are there. But I think the appetite is more than ever. I see, and I've been saying for a while, a resurgence of this wanting to go out. We are fed up of the world in 2 dimensions.
Yeah.
We want to see the world in 3 dimensions. And that, how many Zoom meetings and Google Hangouts and Meets and all that you could have? I have like 10 a day. And it gets to a point that you don't see anymore and you want to contact with people. We are a social animal. I need to talk to you. We talk normally online, right?
Yeah.
Or in LinkedIn or whatever.
Yeah.
But then you meet the people. It is very different. And that's not going to change. Of course, we have to have the vaccinations going. We have to have all these things. But people are now really ready to go out again, to travel around the world. I flew here in Emirates Airlines, and it was a fantastic service. Everything
Always is.
it's always is, right. But everything was very well done and very, distance and very hygienic if you want. But you could see that they were telling me how much people are like excited to be back. Even they come for business, but they think, oh my God, I'm gonna spend there the weekend after my business because I want to see people. I want to go places. I want to go to a restaurant. And of course, to the Time Out market.
You talk about excitement. What were you most excited walking through these doors for the first time? And what are you most excited for people to come into here and experience at the Time Out market?
Well, it's the atmosphere and the experience. And I know we have some restrictions because of COVID, but normally here we said we have the food and cultural market, right? So it's not just food. It's about everything that you will explore and get to enjoy at the Time Out market, which is, today we have artists, local artists, doing incredible paintings of scenes or people, etc. You will have comedy, you will have DJs, you will have music, you have theater. At the same time as you have your incredible food. And also, we are licensed, so that's also, if you want to have that, that's also incredible.
Yeah.
And it makes the place, the Souk Al Bahar, an incredible place because, here we have, that's the Dubai Mall. You just cross the bridge and you are here, the Souk Al Bahar, and it's an incredible place for you to enjoy. And Time Out Market has that aspiration, of being the best of the city under one roof, but also being international for people who not only love local, but love to be part of this global community. And that's what people are now willing and waiting to be part again after a year or so of COVID, yes.
Tell me just a little bit about the business model here and how much you feel this means to the restaurants that are part of this. Because, we obviously talk about the hospitality industry here. They're heroes just for coming through the pandemic. And now we have this new venue for them?
Well, they first, obviously, we are very humble that they agreed to be here. We chose them because we believe they are the best of the city in whichever, kind of food they do. They, this week talking to each one of them, they said, how proud they were to be part of this new idea, this new concept under the banner of Time Out. But to be with other competitors together, building something after COVID. I know that COVID is not gone yet, but we're beginning to see the end of it, and that being part of that resurgence of the nightlife of Dubai, and not just the nightlife, but here obviously we are now having dinner and having a few drinks and enjoying, a lot of mocktails that we have here. And that's, incredible for the people to enjoy that, but also to share with their normally competitors.
Yeah.
And one thing is that they are talking to each other, said, oh, you do that way. How do you do that? And how many new ideas are going to occur here? We've seen it in Time Out markets around the world.
Yeah.
When some of our chefs started collaborating with their competitors to create new businesses, to create new ideas, new fusion food, if you want. And I believe that's going to happen also here.
Now, 2020 is a year that lots of businesses out there began to look at their business model and recognize that they had to pivot. You at Time Out, I'm interested, I've been following your story for a while. You made a decision years ago that you needed to pivot as a media company and go into an experience. How has that strategy worked out for you?
So in Time Out, obviously, we started as a publisher, as a magazine, and then we are in 328 cities in 58 countries. And when I joined, we were trying to digitalize the company. It was a digital transformation, but also e-commerce and the hospitality side of the Time Out market. But we look at Time Out market is content, Everything we do is content. Food is content. The chefs are content. The theater we do here, the comedy is content. So when people were thinking, I don't understand, a publisher going into hospitality, I said, why not? We talk about the best things to do in the city. Now we are part of the best things to do in the city. I always said that we are in the happiness business. So what we serve here is happiness. This is what you do when you're not working and worrying about COVID or other things, is being with your family, with your friends, enjoying incredible food around the table, communal tables, and talking to each other and saying, what are you having? What are you having? And think about how the people eat today, the younger generations, at least younger than me. They said, okay.
And me too.
Well, you don't want to go Italian again or French again. I said, no, I'm going to have vegan and I'm going to have fish. No, I'm going to have just vegetarian, or I'm going to have incredible burger. And you all can have at the top level all together. You could never do that anywhere else. And you can do that here. And they love that. All our chefs love being part of that.
Now, for a brief time, Time Out became Time In, which was the right thing to do. What did you learn from Time In? What did it teach you?
Okay, when we pivoted to Time In on the 13th of March, the idea was I was talking to the general manager of Spain, and I said, well, I cannot go out with a magazine next week because the whole city of Barcelona is in lockdown. And I said, well, if we cannot be Time Out, we should be Time In. And at that moment, we said, wow, we have something here. I even we created the logo in Barcelona, and then we use it around the world. And Time In, what we learned is that people wanted to know the best things to do from your home. So from streaming to learning languages or courses for flower arrangement or anything else, or cooking. And we realized that a lot of content that we were not dealing with before, now we have learned to talk about. And actually we are keeping, if you go to our websites, you will see that Time In now is part of the navigation, because it's something that is adding. So whether you are in or you're out, Time Out will be there, holding your hand and helping you to find the best things to do. And our staff, at the beginning, imagine changing everything that we talk about is going out and everything closed down around you. So imagine our editors, our writers, our journalists around the world saying, what are we going to talk about? But we had 24 hours to start changing everything and writing about this. And I think my team raised up to the challenge. Our audience grew in the first 6 months of COVID 29%.
Wow.
Then we lost a little bit, but that's minimum, because obviously people got tired as well of a lot of news and a lot of things about COVID and what to do.
Yeah.
But what we have learned is that all that information of what to do from home will stay with us now for the foreseeable.
So you've been very generous with your time. Final question. I bump into you, Julio, in the elevator. I know nothing about Time Out Market Dubai. What's your elevator pitch?
Well, I would start saying we have the best of the city under one roof. The best chefs, the best cultural experiences, the best food and drink that you can find in Dubai. So if you are visiting Dubai for the first time, you come here and you're gonna have a flavor of Dubai really strong. And if you're a local, you're gonna feel, oh my God, all these chefs are incredible. Let me try the different food. And then you're gonna have the art, you're gonna have the culture attached to it. So that's what we bring. We bring a picture of Dubai that can explain Dubai from the senses, from the smell and the taste and visual and even touch feeling. I know now today with COVID you cannot talk much about that, but that's what it is. It is that distillation, if you want, of Dubai under an incredible roof here on the Souk Al Bahar.
Julio Bruno, CEO of Time Out Group, thank you so much for your time. And ladies and gentlemen, inspiring words. If you've been inspired, down to Souk Al Bahar, the shadow of the Burj Al Khalifa, and come and check it all out. Thank you so much.
See you here.